how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you.
What is the mean of main SRE 2026 and how many people are attending this event?
So the main theme here is, how you are moving from availability to reliability, and how you can solve complex problems, and how AI can help you solve complex problems, right? And if you ask me, it is a very nice crowd here, and I can see at least, at least 300 to 400 minimum I could see in the auditorium, but I know we are running multiple parallel tracks, so I'm sure there are a lot more people attending.
What is
there.
your aim coming 25 years?
So why I've come here is also to learn from other fellow SRE leaders, and also to see how this community is shaping up. So I'm a very passionate SRE leader, and I've built a large SRE team. So this team is very passionate. So this theme is very close to my heart, and I was looking at how I can give back to the community.
How is India contributing to the global SRE?
Yeah, so I think if you had asked me this question at least 10 years back, I would have told you that SRE is a very new concept and nobody really knows what SRE is, right? And traditionally what teams were doing, they would just be renaming their production support team to SRE, but that is not SRE. SRE is engineering. SRE is not production support. SRE is not operations. SRE is the core of engineering. That is how, you think reliability first, you build that reliability first mindset when you're building a product.
Okay. How helps your society in SRE 2026?
So I'm sure, this is one of the upcoming niche skills, and I'm sure, this is a very good forum that is bringing together people. Even it can be leaders, it can be, software engineers, or even new folks who've just started on their, IT industry journey. So this is a very good forum that is bringing together people. They are able to learn from leaders, they are able to learn from expert, and this is kind of a co-learning setup that we have, and I'm really glad to see that happening in this city.
What are the biggest challenge you face in organization from others?
I think the biggest challenge that I would think is, people think SRE is operations. Okay, SRE is different, operations is different. I think that is what people need to understand.
How people attract to SRE?
I think it's also, when they see the good work that they can get to do in SRE. Okay, so the life of an SRE engineer is very different. Every day you have new issues, new challenges. Automation has to be part of your DNA. You keep, learning a lot of new stuff, because when I started this, might be I was doing something very different, but what I'm doing today is more about how can I build AI agents, right? So I've even moved on from automation to more of AI.
Hi ma'am, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Yes. What are the today is you attending SRE, but what is the main meaning of SRE?
See, site reliability engineering as a concept, very important for us, because as Digital India scales, the reliability of all our platforms becomes of paramount importance. And on that note, this whole SRE day is building as a community of practice. And kudos to Vinay and team for doing this. And reliability is no longer a technology metric, it is a business metric. And if it is a business metric, we need engineers who can think in systems, design for resilience, debug under pressure, and learn from mistakes. Which means capability development becomes very important, which is why even at NIIT, we are looking not at training hours, but more from a orientation on outcomes. So all our programs are designed for outcome demonstration, right? And that a lot of that can happen also with meeting practitioners like here, learning from mistakes, learning from other people's experiences and all of that. So on that note, I think this whole community as a practice building is excellent. Thank you.
Feeling today
Very good. Very good. All the talks and everything are very good. Thank you very much.
Hi sir, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yes, fine sir. What is mean of SRE and the main aim of the SRE? Please explain.
So the idea, I think, of today's event is to kick off the building of a community. Right? The idea is to bring people together so they can share knowledge, share lessons learned, and create more learning and improve everyone's capability in this space. I think a function becomes mature when people share and go beyond their individual capability, more into building capability across the network. Right? And that network effect is what will help build an SRE community in Hyderabad. And that will go a long way towards helping the function mature and helping people learn more as the requirement for SRE engineers keeps increasing. It's important to always have a community that you can fall back on.
How you people attract SREs?
Uh,
How explore SRE people?
So, see, it's been a natural progression, right? So there used to be DevOps engineers. Now, then it moved to SRE engineers and moved to observability and AI-enabled SRE. So those who've been in that function, they keep upskilling themselves. And bringing together an event like this is a great opportunity to attract more engineers into the fold and upskill them and help them become better at their job. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, this is Anush Arvind. I'm the principal SRE architect at Freshworks, representing the cloud engineering business unit. I'm speaking here today at SRE Day about the need for a symbiotic relationship between infrastructure and application and how they adapt from each other to benefit or scaling happening to enterprise grade products. And I'm really happy to see the SRE minds coming here together, everyone sharing their best practices, the solutions that they've developed, and also happy to share my experiences in all of that areas to bring about a good learning mindset, have great takeaways from this, and deliver better and get good customer experience across all of our products.
Hey, myself Keith Vasan. I'm working as a lead SRE in Freshworks. It's definitely a great conference. You guys are taking in. So congrats to all organizers who have done this. And so I have got a lot of networking here. So and a lot of new architecture things and a lot of insights how we can build the future. So it's nice.
How is it feelings today conference?
Yeah, it's
1,000 members participating.
yeah. So it's more than 1,000 people. So it's participating. So we get a great networking opportunity here. So talking with multiple leaders, it's all too good. Yeah.
This is Srikanth. I'm a founder of BEco. I'm really happy to have a part of SRE community. Today we are collaborated with SRE community of Hyderabad, and we are a marketing and media partner for them. I'm really happy to have a place in this, and we are looking forward to collaborate in many events with the SRE community from around India and around global.
Hi sir, how are you?
Hi ma'am, good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Everywhere I see you in different global wise.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's always good to be a part of community and wherever the events are happening.
So what is the main community who people attract you, sir?
So I am part of the Cloud Native Hyderabad community, and we focus mainly on cloud native tech. So I was part of this community from 2021, and then since then I started by attending events that the community did. I became a volunteer, I became an organizer, and then I've been doing meetups since then.
I think, are you foodies?
Yes, I love food. Outside of work and communities, I'm a big time foodie. So every weekend I'll go to a biryani place.
What is your favorite?
Hyderabad, I like salan. I can have salan with like anything. I like the fries, dondagai, bendagai. I love those fries. Biryani, obviously, it's like has to be.
Today you are attending the SRE. What is the meaning of SRE and how are you interested in this?
So SRE, I mean, if I have to explain, it's like when you see applications that you use, let's say you're using google.com, right? So there is a team that is building google.com, but when google.com doesn't work, there is another team that is responsible to see when google.com works. So that's the SRE team. That's the site reliability. So that it's their job to ensure that all the applications are working. So anything when it doesn't work, it's the SRE team that will be focusing on that. So because now its entire tech landscape is all about using apps, using services. So SREs are very important because they are the ones who are ensuring that these services are up. It's like you go back and you go to google.com and it doesn't work. You are like, hey, it's not working. That is what the SRE is supposed to do. So it's a very important rule coming in.
Many people don't know SRE. That people know what you are saying.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, site reliability, the whole idea of SRE here is to focus that whatever the application that they've built is always in a running status. So that's what the team does, and that's the most easiest way. If an application is not working, or mobile app or anything that you're using, if it's not working, it's the SRE team that needs to check as to why it's not working.
How will growing SRE day by day?
I think right now with AI coming in, it's more important to understand what the changes are coming in and try to adapt that. So outside of tech also, people are using ChatGPT, Gemini to generate images and do a lot of things. But in SRE, what we need to understand, at least in this role, is that when AI comes in, there are a lot of different things that AI can do for you at a much faster pace. Like when something goes wrong, SRE would probably take 1 week or few days to figure out what is wrong. With AI, that can happen very fast. So these are the things that people need to adopt, try to see how it is going to help, and then take that to grow up, larger levels. And that's how you will grow in the role as well. So that's how you'll start from basics and then you'll go to the top.
Hi sir, how are you?
Good, thanks.
What is the main theme of SRE?
So SRE is about the change of mindset and bringing the engineering mindset to observability and your system design and to your end-to-end product life cycle, right? So it's not like just one set of practices that you have to follow. It's an overall cultural shift that comes in the organization from top down, to bring that mindset of reliability where it's not an afterthought, but it's brought in from day zero. So that is what reliability is. Sorry.
How has site reliability engineering evolved over the years, and why it is the important today?
Right. So SRE, if you look at the organization, right, or how it started, think of it from back in the day. We used to have release management, change management, and then it evolved into DevOps, and now DevOps has evolved into SRE. Now SRE is at a place where we have more and more non-deterministic workloads, right, with AI coming in. So how SRE is evolving is that now it's not just about taking the workload or an application to production, but it's also about how we can make the AI workloads reliable, right? So earlier we used to have deterministic workloads as applications, and then you knew that if I'm giving a 2 plus 2 as an input, it will always give a 4. But now when the workloads have changed, the applications have changed, SRE has also evolved in that sense that now when we're measuring reliability, we're not just thinking about availability or latency of a workload, we're also thinking about what is the correctness of the solution that is being used by the users.
What are the key themes and discussions planned for the ES conference?
For this conference, yeah. So I think from the agenda, what I've understood is that a lot of speakers are now covering AI as a key concept because that is the most relevant in any organization right now, right? So earlier in any SRE conference, you would see everybody focusing on the SLIs, SLOs, disaster recovery, high availability. But now the focus is more about how do you bring AI workloads to production and how do you use AI as a companion and not be threatened by AI. So that's the change in the overall theme that I'm seeing today.
Hi sir, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, what is your feeling, sir, about this conference?
It's really great. So this is a third SRE day event that we're doing in India. So we actually, we run communities in packs. We have a SRE community, Coimbatore, and we have Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad, and other places, right? So we really wanted to bring everyone together. That's why we actually started conversation with Mark and bringing an SRE day. It's like a kind of pan-India event across India, right? So that's why we had a first session in Chennai last year. It was really huge success and people actually welcomed. People came from all around India to present and participate. The same thing happened last week in Bangalore and it was really good. And I see it in Hyderabad here. It's really great to be here.
What are your challenging places in SRE?
Yeah, most of the problem that we see, actually we are the founders of a company called Guhatech. So where we provide SRE as a service and software. So most of the challenge that we see is, SRE is a niche area, right? So where we are not only focused on infrastructure, but also the application aspect of things, where the problem happens and how quickly we can solve the problem, because every minute of downtime costs money to the customers. So that's why we wanted to we can do a difference in reliability area. That's why we started this, and much of the talent, what we are doing is we are building the talents. Let Balaji talk about how the talent building happens.
Yeah. So in SRE, right, so basically when we try to hire people, out of 100 interviews we take, we can hire only one person, right? So the talent is very niche and we are not able to get right person. So that's where from Guhatech we would like to also train people. We hire people, train them, and put them in the client projects where we need this SRE niche skills. Right? So these kind of conferences where it helps us connect with right set of mindset and people, and it also helps us identify good resources where we can take them and make them use of their talents in the organization.
Is your name, sir?
My name is Mark Pawlikowski.
What about your feeling about this conference?
I think it's a great conference. We are pleased to see as many attendees today, close to 400 people at Tech Mahindra. And it's a very first edition of this conference in Hyderabad. Before we were in Chennai last year. And 1 week ago, we've been to Bangalore with SRE Day. But it's very first time in Hyderabad.
You please explain about SRE, sir.
About
SRE.
SRE or SRE Day?
You can talk about SRE because.
Oh, yeah. So this event brings together practitioners, making sure that the systems run at scale without any problems, without any downtime. So I think it's more and more important topic as we are very much in the close to digital only era, when reliability of those systems is more and more important in banking, in logistics, everywhere. We are surrounded by technology, and SREs make sure that this technology is always up and running.